Coming up, we'll see the AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills, AFC East champs for the first time in 25 years. It's the start of the 2021 season, and it's headed your way next.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Pickett looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. So after the INT, it's Allen on the move to his left. And he's got his tight end Max for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pickett. And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So only coming now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain there for the Bills. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the big play gets him. He'll let this go deep for 41 yards. And the score 14-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out. The Steelers offense now, they head led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pickett. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. 35. big gain there for the Bills.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Pickett. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for Buffalo. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Allen. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flushed out right. And this is extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. It's complete. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
On first down, Pickett.
Big hole up the middle.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Henry Mullins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Pickett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. In trouble, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They juked him, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
There he goes, right side. 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and